Welcome back to another one of our little videos. Today we're looking at stats in tennis, and the reality is the data doesn't lie. This is something that we're really passionate about. So let's have a look at stats in a little bit more depth over the next couple of minutes. Okay, so what are stats? Stats in all sports now are a really critical component to measure and track key metrics across all players, especially in something like tennis. Basically, when you or your opponent do something, it goes down the stat sheets. So the common ones that we always are aware of are aces, double faults, winners, unforced errors, first serve percentages, things like that. But we're now going to have a look at some of these things and more in a little bit more depth. When we're looking at tennis stats, we really break them into three main areas. The service stats, so what's happening when you're serving? What are you doing? What are you in control of? And what's happening in a really important part of the game, which is your service game? The return stats, what's happening when your opponent's serving and you're returning? Are you making enough returns? Are you putting enough pressure on? And then there's the overall point stats. So what's happening once the points are established? Are you hitting enough winners? Are you making too many unforced errors? Those types of things is what we start to delve into a little bit more of. Now we start to look at that transition from the practice court to match play. We learn a lot of technique when we're coaching in lessons. Then we transition that into playing matches and having a little bit more fun. And then the outcome of that is generally I won, I'm happy, or I lost and I'm sad. But what actually happened in that match? We could lose and play really well, and we can win and really not play that well. And the data will often reflect that. The issue that we often see is that people think that the stats are just for the pros, and that's where they make the most difference. Stats can be more simple, more basic, and then really get quite advanced at the elite level. There's no denying that. But the reality is you can learn so much from your own stats because you might have a really great forehand in practice, and then it breaks down in a match. And the data and the stats will tell you that. So what is it about that match? What is actually happening that's causing you to have those issues on court? How to collect the actual stats. Now, these days we use a lot of apps. So the ones we recommend that we use all the time are called Eye on Court, Swing Vision, or Tennis App. Obviously, the other alternative is, depending on who's helping you collect the stats, is the old-fashioned pen and paper, which you can access a heap online for free, or we have our own versions available too if you'd like to reach out and contact us for those. Okay, now you've got your stats together. Is one match going to do something? Absolutely it is. But it's when you get the data from 5 matches, from 10 matches, from 20 matches, that you really start to see those averages and the patterns that are occurring in your matches over a period of time. It is important you gather them, you review them, you evaluate what is happening and what the data is actually telling you. And then from there, you and your coaches can get to work and improve your game. As I said earlier, stats and data is just something we're really passionate about because it's such a critical component of tennis, especially the more advanced that you get. If you're putting in the work, you're doing all the right things, but you're struggling to win matches, this could be the missing piece of the puzzle that's really going to help elevate your game. So give us a call, give us an email, follow us on socials, do all those things, and let's help elevate your game together. Cheers.